are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down, but I've been looking up, afraid to fall. God, I've been so down, can you pick me up? Don't let me fall. Can you show me how to fix this mess? I am down and on my knees, and I may fall as I'm so close to the end.
How are we all? Welcome back to Turf Moorhouse TV, and we are bringing you a live watch along today. We are going to be talking about this little fixture. It is match day, and it is Saturday. It's a Saturday afternoon kickoff, 12:30 to be exact, at Carrow Road. It is Norwich City taking on the Clarets, the league leaders, Burnley Football Club. And please do sit tight. Do join us. Do get your predictions in the chat. Let us know who you think is going to win this game. And we will go through your comments as they come in as well. As I say, I am probably going to be about a minute or so behind the live because I'm watching it through Now TV, as it is available to watch on Sky. So if anyone wants to watch it with this commentary in the background, Shankly. But other than that, please do show your support. Really do appreciate it. If you could as well, as you can see running along the bottom of your screen, we are on social media. A bit of a social whore bag, some would say. But we are on socials, and these are the main ones that you can check us out. So there are the main ones that you can support us on. We are currently live doing this watch along on our Facebook group, and we are also live on YouTube and Twitch. So go check us out while we do that as well. Let's have a look at some of your comments in the chat then. Big Bad Al's in nice and early. He says, hi Dan, hi chat. Hope you're all doing well. Al's going for a 2-2. He's going for a Desmond. He's going for a Desmond, and up the Clarets indeed, Alan. Up the Clarets. Chris is in. Hope you're well, Chris. He says, big up your Northern Gate and Happy Valley missus. Now, obviously, my missus was born in Yorkshire, but she doesn't. She says, I'm not from Yorkshire. I didn't live there. So that's why Chris is just hoisting the fishing rod out a little bit for her. But Chris says, this is a great channel, and Dan puts long hours in on it. No, I appreciate that, Chris. I know he texts me at 2 a.m. Show him the love and support and subscribe to the channel, or he'll come round to yours and sing outside your window. I'll try not to do that. Can't promise anything, as Chris says. But no, I really appreciate that, Chris. Really, really do. The stream elements bot's running. Whoop, whoop. Daniel, how are you doing from one down to another? What do you think about Ekdal? Well, this will be his first game, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll see how he gets on. I've got high hopes for him. And fingers crossed he will do the biz in defence today. And we will go through the team in just a second. Chris also says, congrats on getting on the Burnley fan panel, mate. Truly deserved. No, I appreciate that. It was, I'm looking forward to trying and making the fan experience and the supporters experience on a whole, from the age range of a new supporter to, a diehard that's been going on for years upon years. Fingers crossed we can, make the fan experience a lot better on a match day and things like that. Alan says, as Chris says, say no more. Show some love, like, share, subscribe. Let's get Dan to 1K so we can make a bit of cash back for all his hard work. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And as I said, I do this for you guys. I want you guys to have a lot of fun, and we do it together as a family, don't we? A little YouTube community. Turf Arts in. Hope you are well. Hi, mate, and all. Because I hope your head gets better. I can't wait for these bandages to come off, mate. BTRD's in. Burnley to Ladder. Afternoon to your good self. Hope you are well. I'm not even having a beer today. I'm on. It's lemonade. It's lemonade. It's not water anyway. While it's in my hand, may as well have a sip. Russ is in. Russ says he's covering the Watford, watching Rotherham against Sheffield United. So obviously the team sat in second in the division are playing at the same time as we are away at Rotherham. So he will update us on that in the chat. As I say, we will be about a minute or so behind the stream for Norwich versus Burnley. But so please, please.com/no spoilers /no spoilers, please /no spoilers, or I'll kick your head in. Jokes, but please do not spoil it, because then at least you can get my raw reaction to things that happen throughout the game. So if possible, please no spoilers. Deck says, hey Dan, hope you're well. I'll take a draw today. Yes. If any of you watch the prediction show, myself and Anthony, who I can see, has put a comment in which I'll get to in a moment. Both went for a draw today. Kate, however, stuck to her guns and went for that Burnley win. Fingers crossed she's right. I'd rather us be proven wrong and we get another win, a 9th straight win on the bounce, which will equal our record of November in the 90s, very early 90s, when we were back in Division 4, and I was just a twinkle in my dad's eye. Yeah, twinkle in my dad's eye. But yes, I would happily take a draw before a ball is kicked. Definitely. Mark says, line up better than I thought after the press conference, so more confident of a result. Yes, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because a lot of people online have been saying how the team's going to be so mismatched. I know company said that there's illnesses, there's the odd niggling injuries, but it seems a lot stronger than what we thought, which is always great news. Alan says, is Stream Elements a night bot? No, I think it's just a bot that comes in via Twitch to make sure that things run right through the Twitch stream. As I said, Anthony is in. He says, big up, Dan. Hope the cream's working on that rash you got. I'm not even going down that route. Let's talk. Burnley says, hello, Dan. I've just seen the team news. No Muric, no Rodriguez, Ekdal to start, Lyle Foster on the bench. Yes, it's not as bad as we first feared, mate. And up the clarets indeed. Marcus says, worried about Marquinhos from the bench. I mean, it was a brilliant signing for Norwich. Fantastic signing in the long run. I think if Norwich are being pegged back quite a bit by us in this game, then he could be the one that comes on and maybe turns it in their favour. We shall see. Al says, glad Muric is off. I never rated him much. I mean, it's all about opinion. Dan says, Ekdal was one of the best in my team at Djurgården. Is it Djurgården or Djurgården? But yeah, a lot of people said he was the best Swedish centre-back in the division, not just at the club. Yes, more beer in the concourse, Dan. Yes, we do need better options in the concourse. Big up, Mr. Welch, who's in the chat. Big up to yourself, Chris. Elevator's in as well. Hope everything is well with your good self. Hopefully you're not feeling too up and down today. Chris says, improve the fan experience. Coach them to Ewood. Trust me, the people at Ewood would just be happy to see a coach full turn up, to be honest with you. Burley says more beers in the concourse, players. Dan, yes, I think there should be more in there as well, like they do have in the fan zone. Facebook user says up the clarets indeed. Elevator says going to be an interesting game here, but I can't see anything apart from a Burnley 1-0 win. Ali says hello as well. Can't we post spoilers then? Turfat says no spoilers, and guys, subscribe for this hard-working guy. No, I appreciate that, Turfat. Alan says red card. red card for spoilers. It spoils it all. Yes, it is. It's an instant dismissal from the channel. I do keep giving warnings, but people do not listen. David, hello to your bad self. Hope you're well. Dex says, Burnley always seem to prove us wrong. They do indeed. And Turf Moor is a fortress, which is why I'd be a bit more confident if it wasn't at Carrow Road. Chris says, as soon as I heard you, old but gold, I suppose. Mark says, come on, Burnley. Come on, Burnley. And come on, indeed. Elevator says, Burnley this season have been fantastic. It's going to be interesting how they do in the Prem next season. Ali says, don't be silly. Draw with our championship team in name only. I like that. I do like that. Elevator says, hopefully Liverpool don't give me another nervous breakdown with another loss. Chris, obviously, yes. Go and smash them. Absolutely annihilate them, mate. Go out and do it. And as you can see on the screens, boo, Grant Hanley. You'll always be a bastard. Elevator says, Arsenal, Everton about to start. Sean Dash has a massive challenge on his Everton debut. He does indeed a real task. The players are in the dressing room, in the tunnel, sorry. And they are going to be coming out very, very soon. David says, I think 3-2 Burnley. They're a different animal under company. And yeah, I agree. Totally agree. I would love that, Mark. I would love that. Would love Barnes to get a goal. Players just about to enter the field, which means it's the perfect time to go through the team lineup. So starting with the home side, Norwich start with Tim Krul. Tim Krul in the net. Max Aarons plays at right back. Omar Bamidele plays a lot in centre back with Grant Hanley and Kieran Dowell probably on the far left. Sarah, in fact, I don't even think these are in formation order, but you've got Sarah, Pookie, McLean, Josh Sargent, Hernandez, and Giannoulis. They are playing a 4-2-3-1 formation, Norwich. I haven't done the substitution one, which I completely forgot, but the subs are McGovern, Ida, Marquinhos, McCallum, Zolis, Sorensen, and Nunes. So that is the Norwich lineup today. Let's have a look then at the Burnley lineup, starting with, as we said, a few changes. Bailey Peacock Farrell starts in goal. Connor Roberts plays right back. Jordan Bayer and Ekdal are the centre-back pair. Ian Matson plays out on the left. Again, it's a 4-2-3-1 for Burnley. Josh Brownhill and Josh Cullen being the two holding midfielders. And that front three behind the main striker of Goodmanson, Anas Sarori, and Nathan Teller. And the main man up front, the everlasting shithouse, that is Ashley Barnes. The subs bench is Young Casper, Taylor, Twine, Foster, Cherlinov, Bastian, and Vitinho. And yeah, it should be a really, really good game. I'm really looking forward to this. I just hope it's not going to be like the Sheffield United one. And we get absolutely trounced. I'd be a bit annoyed at that. Elevator says, I'm watching Arsenal Everton on USA Network, which, not bad, not bad. Chris says, got to go, get ready for mine. Good luck down in Burnley, 3-1 today. I hope so, Chris. Take care, and I'm sure I will speak to you soon. Alan says, I still say 2-2. We both can score well. I do hope we nick it late. I've got everything crossed, mate. Before I came live, I even tagged my old man in a knot. And I don't mean me dad. Russ says the teams are out at the New York Stadium as well for Rotherham and Sheffield United. As I said, Russ is going to be keeping us up today in the chat regarding the Rotherham and Sheffield United score. So I really do appreciate Russ for that. Turfat says, why does Norwich's ground look the same colour as Wolves? Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like the yellow's sort of gone a bit funny, isn't it? And Alice says, is Norwich Delia Smith's team? Yes. Where are you? Show yourselves. Where's the 12th man? Where's the 12th man, indeed? True Red says, big up your ginger git. Big up to yourself, you balding git. Hope you're well. We are about to get underway in this fixture. Referee puts his whistle to his mouth, and Norwich get us underway. It is Burnley kicking from left to right, Norwich kicking from right to left, and the game starts with a big punt forward which Bailey, Peacock, Farrell collects nice and early. As I said, guys, keep your predictions coming. We are a little bit behind, so as it says at the bottom of your screens, please, no spoilers. This is David Wagner's first home league game as manager of Norwich City. Again, could that have a spell on proceedings and the way we play? Flag goes up for offside for Burnley. It was a good passage of play, which Nathan Teller just strayed off the shoulder of the left back. Nothing concrete to say there, but it is going to be a good game, I reckon. It is going to be a good game. Mark says he's going for 1-0 to Burnley. I'll take that. I would take a nice shithouse 1-0 win, to be honest with you. And Russ says everything is underway at the New York Stadium. Happy days. No surprise, Dwight McNeil starts for Everton. Says it all. Ashley Barnes. He's took a swing at that. It's gone for a Norwich throw-in. Taken quickly. Burnley intercepts. Anas Sarori has it. Beats his man. Finds Cullen in the centre. Ashley Barnes pings one out, back out to Zarori. Can Zarori get another chance at whipping it in? Cuts inside. Tries to do it again, but then also keeps it. Matson, can he get it over the top? It's flicked to the back post. Ashley Barnes isn't in front of the defender. He's behind him. So Burnley don't have that chance of entertaining the goal, but quickly Norwich trying to get forward now. Ball through, intercepted by Ekdal. Zarori tries to knock it over the top. This game so far has started really, really fast. It's very quick movements, but as soon as Burnley come forward, Norwich are coming back at them. It's going to be one of those games. I believe. How are you doing? How are we doing? Respect Burnley, but hope Norwich get the win. Fair play. Fair play. It's all about opinions. I'm not going to say much about that. McNeil should have never signed for Everton. He has gone downhill since then. Should have stayed at Burnley, but chose Premier League football. Well, if it had stayed for a year, which I believe in the Championship, it would have grounded him a little bit more. I think he would have been better. Norwich come forward. Can Sargent keep it in? He can, but Ian Matson's there to pick it from his toes. Josh Brownhill has it. Can he try and ping the ball forward? He can, but it's only back to Grant Hanley, who can deal with this comfortably. Jeffson, afternoon. He's going for 1-0 to Norwich. That's fair enough. This is going to be a tough game, I believe. And, you know, it's a very split decision by a lot of supporters. Even Burnley fans would be happy to snap your hand off for a point. Geordie's in. Hope you're well. Things looking good for you. But Burnley are in. Teller has a chance. It's intercepted by the defender. Oh, Nathan Teller had an early chance there. Grant Hanley. Is it Grant Hanley or McLean that's whipped in? I think they've tried to play a ball back. It's took a horrible deflection off McLean, and it is Hanley who slid in and defended that well. Oh, that could have ended badly for Norwich in the first 5 minutes. Teller took a shot. It looked like it was destined for the back of the net. Grant Hanley slid in very, very well. Burnley still have it on this far side. Back into the centre. Ekdal has it. Brownhill. Bayer. Back with Yalmar Ekdal, who's making his first start for the Clarets today as well. I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays. So far, 100% pass rate for me. He's not misplaced anything just as of yet. But yeah, things looking good for you, Geordie, in the Premier League. Obviously, a cup final as well. 10 million for Nick Pope. We feel like we've had our pants down with that one. We have had our pants down with that one. He's brilliant. But just a bit of support for you, Dan. Come on, Burnley. I love that. Love that. I'll be cheering you guys on in that cup final as well over United. So, Elevator says, correct me if I'm wrong, but Ekdal played at the 2018 World Cup for Sweden, right? I believe so. I believe so. Alan says, gotta love Bashley Barnes. He's my favourite player ever. And to be honest, he's just an ever-present. He's one of those where in your team, he is amazing. When not in your team, you just don't want that to happen. Funnily enough, he's just sprayed a ball right out to Anas Sarori, who's cut towards the edge, tried to take a shot, but can't even beat Max Aarons. So Burnley have it again now. It's Ian Matson who has it. Back with Ekdal. Connor Roberts receives it. Burnley not seeing much of the ball down this right-hand side, to be fair, trying to utilise the left. Trying to put a lot of pressure on the Norwich right back. Afternoon, Henry. Afternoon to yourself. Not a problem. Not a problem. We've all got it to do when we've got our channels, haven't we? So I do appreciate it anyway. And yeah, I'm all right. I'm going to see my dad after this. So as soon as I've done this live, come off in the car over to Preston and go and see my dad and see how he is. Luke says, what's happened to me? It's just noticed he ate in goal. Apparently an outbreak of the dreaded C word. Mr. 19 has apparently spread itself across some of the players. But not in terms of Muric, actually. I think Muric and J-Rod have got slight knocks. The rest apparently is something to do with COVID, so we'll see. Elevator says, I think Newcastle are capable of beating Manchester United. They've been so underrated this season. Massively. Massively. BTRD says, Barnes is a legend now after his Derby Day exploits. Newcastle remind me of Leicester in the 1920 season. Yes. Yes. Burnley coming forward. Cullen plays the ball to Johan Berg Gudmundsson. He can't beat Kieran Dowell on this side. Sorry, not Kieran Dowell. It was Shianulis or something, I think it was. Ball played in deep. Zarori takes it down well. Can he play a ball to the edge? Ian Matson takes a shot. Oh, and it's just wide. It's just wide. Good play by Ian Matson there. Brilliant play. It's a good ball over from Gudmundsson. It's very, very deep. Zarori touches it down. And Matson just finds himself in a goal for space. And it is 1-0. It is 1-0. I don't know what Sky are doing. They were showing the replay of that. But it is 1-0. And I think it's Anas Sarori with it. Nobody knows what's going on here. Nobody knows what's going on. Oh, my days. Nobody knows what is going on. They were literally showing the replay of the chance that Matson had. As soon as the camera came back off, you just saw the ball hit the back of the net. We need to see this again. So the keeper picks it up, does Tim Krul. He plays a pass, tries to find Max Aarons. It's shocking. Oh, my days, Tim Krul, you have had a mare. You have had a mare there. He has tried to find Max Aarons. He's tried to play it through. Anas Sarori is there. He just hits it straight away. No player is getting to it. And it's 1-0 to the Clarets. 8 minutes on the clock. Teller, Barnes and Zarori walk away. Well, run away, arms aloft. Oh, was not expecting that to come back to that from a replay. Put it that way. Jody says, how apt would it be? Burnley going up as champions, Everton going down full of ex-Burnley players. That would be phenomenal. That's brilliant, Henry. That is fantastic. Russ says, Muric has got, yeah, that's what I thought. No, Ali, he'll be in there for a long, long time. He'll be in there for a long, long time. I mean, it's been in 2 months already. They're saying he could be in there, I don't know, maybe beginning of next year. We'll have to see. All depends on him and his recovery. It's a very bad... he's in a very bad way, put it that way. There's been a lot of scares. And his heart stopped a few times. So, yeah, just got to take the rough with the smooth. I'm dealing with a lot up here, but hopefully seeing a Burnley win will help things in the long run. Jody says, come on, lads and lasses, hit the likes and support Dan's channel. Appreciate that. Adrian's in supporting from South Africa. Obviously, Lyle Foster, who Burnley have signed as well. He's South African, and as we were singing at Ipswich, Samina Mana, Lyle Foster, Samina Mana Sangalegua. He's from South Africa. It was good. It was good. All the fans in unison doing that. Referee pulls up here. I don't know whether it's a foul to Norwich, but the Norwich player's rolling around like mad. Ashley Barnes is holding onto his leg. I think he's a bit annoyed. I'm wondering what's happening. I think he's going to be a foul to Norwich. But Ashley Barnes, if anything, that's a 50-50. I'm surprised about that. But yes, get in. Get in indeed. Ali says, goal. Elevator says, Burnley look dangerous and they have their reward. Exactly. We could get promoted there. We could get promoted. I would love that. It's just showing it again. It's poor from Tim Krul. I will update the scoreline at the bottom in just a moment, but a top 6 finish and hopefully a cup win is so far ahead of our dreams as down-to-earth fans who have suffered for so long. No, I hope you go and do it. I hope you go and do it. This is where you need Keegan to do another video. Man United have to go to Wembley and get something. I would love it. Love it if we beat them. That would be class. Norwich 8th. Yeah, update the score, and I will be doing. Don't you worry about it. I will be doing. Russ says, clash of heads between Hall and Unday. Unday came off worse, but he's now back up and they're back underway. We wish him well, mate. We really, really do. We really, really do. Jeff says, great start. Please, my predictions gone. Definitely. Do you ever get the impression Dan Shondash was always going to get the Everton job because he was linked with a job at Burnley but rejected? Yes and no, mate, to be fair, because I always said if he does go to the Premier League, it'll be to a job like Everton or West Ham or something like that, because I thought he'd be good enough for that. I just think, for me, has he gone at the right time? Is it a right time or wrong? I personally think he's the right man for the job. It's just the wrong timing. But who knows? Who knows? We shall see. The score has been updated to everybody in the chat. It has been updated. Was not expecting to come back to that anyway from a replay. Shocking by Tim Krul. And surely the home fans now must be papping themselves every time he has the ball at his feet. Surfat says, we will get promoted before bastards. Do you reckon so? Do you reckon so? It's I'd love to do it there. I would love to do it there though. Beat them 5-0 and then just smugly walk away. No, we're already going Premier League. Yeah, stuff of dreams. Stuff of dreams. Last game I meant. Right, okay. Elevator says, I think Newcastle are capable of getting top 4. I've been surprised how quickly things have turned around. And I still think Everton will go down unless I see a massive turnaround. It needs it. That would be good, wouldn't it? Definitely. Jordy's off. No problem, pal. Catch you later. And same to you. Good luck for the rest of the season. And thank you very, very much. God knows I need it. Let's talk bonuses. I did say 8 minutes, or was it 80 minutes? Blow the whistle now. Stop the count. BTID says karma for his assault on Vidra last season when we should have had a penalty. Yeah. Yes, I remember that when he punched him in the head. Well remembered. Well remembered. Ali says Everton will get a draw at Arsenal. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Norwich top the errors leading to shots table with 18 this season. The next one has about 6, which is very, very poor. Burnley have it in defence now. Connor Roberts. Ekdal manages to ricochet off Kieran Dowell and into the arms of Bailey Peacock Farrell. So Burnley get away with one there. They were penned in quite a bit by Norwich. If you remember rightly, the last time the Clarets actually were at Carrow Road, we'd just come off the back of beating Everton. And we went to Carrow Road thinking a win here, and we could stay up. We got beat 2-0, and ultimately the Friday after, Sean Darsh lost his job. "15 minutes on the clock. Burnley 1, Norwich 0. Burnley having to put a spell of passing together. Norwich trying to come out the blocks very fast, and Burnley doing well to break away. Jordan Bayer tried to get away and ends up losing it. He gets the second ball. Connor Roberts. Ball through. Nathan Teller. Can he beat his man? He's chopped down. Omobamidele did not get the ball. He's going in the book. That's a bad challenge by Omobamidele, to be fair. He did get nothing of the ball. Absolutely nothing of the ball. And it's a free kick to the Clarets. Sylvia's in. Hope you're well, Sylvia. Says, well done, Burnley. 100%. 100 team. Burnley, good players. As a great team. Doing really well. Come on, you Clarets. Come on, you Clarets. BT Addy says, that's the one, Dan. Cornet missed a sit. Yeah, he did miss a sitter. I'll never forget that. I will read the other comments in just a moment. As I said, free kick for Burnley. Please, no spoilers whatsoever. It would help. It really, really would. So please do no spoilers, as it says at the bottom of the screen. Johan Berg Gudmundsson looks set to take this one. Anna Sarori is there as well. I think it's a bit too far out for me. I don't think I'll come of it, but referee sorts out the wall. We've already seen Tim Krul's confidence be tested already. What has Johan got in his locker? Takes a run up, hits it over the wall, straight at Krul, who palms it back into the midst of the Burnley players. Connor Roberts couldn't get his head up to it. Well, could, but couldn't direct it on goal, and it's ended up going out for a goal kick. Norwich have it. They're trying to come forward very quickly. Pookie has it. Pookie's in here. Connectdal. He's shown him out. It's shot, and it's wide. Oh, it's wide. Did he hit the post? I thought it had gone out. Either way, Hernandez has it. They're still playing. I honestly thought that had gone out. Ball over. Ekdal were a little bit slow to react to Pookie there. And that's gone for a goal kick. We'll have to see this back. Peacock Farrell, who had a little bit of freedom there. Good ball by Norwich to come forward. Ekdal just couldn't turn his body quick enough. Pookie plays it back. Oh, the ball went out of play. The ball did go out of play. So it's come back across. Actually, it's a fantastic save. A fantastic save by Peacock Farrell. But the ball actually went out of play there. But Norwich were allowed to carry on. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That's not something you see every day. Elevator says, me being a Liverpool fan would love Arsenal to beat Everton. It would be funny if they went down, but at the same time, it would be sad because I would miss the Merseyside derby. There is that as well. Another shot by Burnley by Ian Matson. And straight into the arms of Tim Krul. Told you this game is end-to-end. This is a good one for the neutral. So if you haven't tuned in yet to watch this one, I would, because it is very, very end-to-end. Elevator says, if Everton do go down, don't think they will be down for a long, long time. Who knows? Who knows? My stepdad's a Blue, and I was talking to him the other day, and he said, going down has helped Burnley, it's helped Leeds, it's helped Southampton, it helped Leicester a good few years ago. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the long run. Russ says regarding the Rotherham Sheffield United game. Referee's not winning any favours at the New York Stadium with the home fans. Miller should have had at least 2 penalties so far. Damn, this referee. I would have loved him to have given 2 penalties to Rotherham. Dex says, where's Twiney when you need him? He's sat on the bench probably thinking, I'd have scored that. I'd have scored that. Lord Mum goes in. He says, sorry for the spoiler, but it's 12-0. Bayer scored 11. Hey. I hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing well. 20 minutes gone. Vincent Kompany's men with a nice early goal, courtesy of a huge mess up by Tim Krul. It's a free kick in the Burnley half for Norwich. Only just in the Burnley half, though. They're trying to ping a ball forward. Connor Roberts sees to it. Header is up there. Can Teller get to the second ball? He can't. It's stabbed forward. Can Barnes put Hanley under a bit of pressure? He's now running at... Oh, Hanley gets it back. He's messed up a little bit. Burnley still have it. Brownhill plays it over the top. Teller takes it down. Is he going to beat his man? Tries to play it through. Burnley still have it. Brownhill tries to find Connor Roberts. Connor Roberts wasn't expecting the pass through. This is so quick paced, this game. Nobody's taking the foot off it. Well played, Yalmar. Good battling. Good battle. I'm not being funny, but Yalmar Ekdal, how tall he is and how much he battles, he reminds me of Tony Adams. He's like this lanky streak of piss. He's sort of got that Tony Adams look about him. The Swedish Tony Adams. Never thought I'd say that about a Burnley defender. Let alone having a Swede in the side. I think it's been a while since we've had a Swede. Who did we have? John Guidetti, were he Swedish? I think John Guidetti was Swedish. What were the guy we had on loan before from, I think it was Fulham? But Alex Kasanikolic or something like that. I don't know where he was from. Simon's in. How do to your fine self, pal? Hope you are well. Up the clarets indeed. Elevator says Everton moving to a new stadium. They may go up immediately, but at the same time, they could be down for 30, 40 years. Who knows? Elevator says, I'm watching the Everton Arsenal game and Everton haven't looked surprised. I've looked surprisingly good. It's amazing what happens when when people take a risk on Sean Dyche. There'll be a lot of teams in the Premier League that have decided not to take a punt on him that will look at Everton and go, okay. I may have said that a bit too soon, but we'll see in the long run. And no, you're right, Luke. They have never been relegated from the Premier League. They've always been in the top flight. That's a foul, ref. Yes. Burnley free kick again. Again, Omabamidele with a challenge. He needs to watch himself already on a booking. Ashley Barnes making himself a nuisance in there. Ball back with Peacock Farrell, the Burnley goalkeeper. He has it again. Burnley playing it around a little bit. Barnes finds Zarora. He tries to ping a ball forward for Teller. He can't get to it, but it is in... Is it a Norwich? No, it's a Burnley throwing. Well done for battling there, Teller. I thought they were in the top division for 69 years. Oh, well. You live and learn. Simon says, how are we playing? Can't get the stream on at the minute. It is a free kick to Burnley as well. It's, again, another challenge, but I think this is by Sarah this time. Sarah with the challenge on Ian Matson. He just pulls him back by his arm, and Matson can't continue his run. We are playing pretty well, but then yet again, so are Norwich. Both sides are proper clashing like no tomorrow. It's very fast paced. As soon as Burnley are coming forward, Norwich are on the attack. As soon as Norwich lose possession, Burnley are back on the attack. It's a really interesting game, to be fair. It's very, very fast paced. I can tell you that now. It is a free kick to Burnley, further out than the last one. Score from here, that would be that'd be something, wouldn't it? Okay. So what's going on here? For some reason, it went off. Some reason the stream went off. Back now anyway, but nothing obviously came of the free kick. Yeah, dash over Lampard anyway. Luke says there, Fletch on BT Sport confirmed it was 72 years. Ekdal has it. Connor Roberts finds Cullen. Can he pick somebody out for Burnley to go forward? That being no, has to go back. Hjalmar Ekdal, the Swedish centre-back, finds Fat Peacock Farrell. Ball's now at the feet of Ian Matson, who loses it, but Burnley have the throw-in. 26 minutes gone. It's still Burnley 1, Norwich 0. The home side is still trying to push. Knowing at 1-0, this game is still very much up for grabs. Ashley Barnes has it. Finds Josh Cullen. Burnley can again come forward. Johan Berg Gudmundsson. Is he going to try and play an early ball? No, Cullen has it. Is he going to try and fizz one in? Ekdal. Roberts. Brownhill finds Ekdal again. Good pass. Gudmundsson. Can't turn past his man. Asks for it again as he moves into the centre. Bit of a heavy touch, but Burnley still having this possession. Brownhill has it. Trying on now out on the far side. Ball with Anas Sarori. He tries to play it in behind him, but he loses it. Burnley somehow still regain possession. It is a very good game. Very, very good game. Gudmundsson has it again. Burnley very patient in the build-up, which we've become accustomed to this season. Ball over the top. Great header by Barnes. Can Teller beat his man here? He tries to cut inside. Teller tries to take a shot. Blocked again. For me, I think he should have feint shotted that. Burnley still have it though. Barnes. Cullen. Roberts. Brownhill loses it. Tries to get the second ball. He cleans his man out. I think he may be going in the book here. I think he is. Referee making sure everything's all right, but Brownhill tried to play the pass. Kieran Dowell gets to it before anybody else. And Brownhill goes, nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. And cleans him out. It's a booking for Josh Brownhill. His 7th of the season. And to be fair, could have been a good challenge, to be honest with you, because Dowell could have actually been away on the far side. Sorry, people. Sorry, people. You know what? Virgin Media. I know I need to stop with the swearing and stuff and whatever. Virgin Media can fuck off. It pees me off somewhat chronic, this internet. It's every single time. And yet Richard Branson, the cheeky git, wants to flame and go and put the prices up by £11 a month. When you're already paying so much for a flaming basic package. Fucking chancer. No, piss off to your own island. Piss off to your own island and go and do whatever you're doing. The guy is an absolute joke. I hate this. I hate the internet. I hate Virgin Media. It's crap. Absolute crap. Yeah, as I said, the net went down, so I do apologise. Do apologise. Luckily, nothing happened in the game for us to be able to worry about it. Harry said, "Afternoon, Dan's better half," and she is right. My only half. I'm still here, gumballs. Don't worry about it. I'm still here. Riley's back. Hope you are well. Everton almost scored. Wow. Wow. I said the internet went down, and it's just it's annoying. Virgin Media can suck a fat one. It's just it pains me. It really does. Harry says, "Do Everton know where the goal actually is?" Burnley have a free kick. Nathan Teller taken down by Kenny McLean. It's currently live, mate. It's currently live. We're currently 1-0 up. Elevator says this game is actually giving me PTSD because it reminds me of the 3-0 loss to Watford. Ouch. Burnley come forward again. Anas Sarori has it. Tries to ping a ball over the top for Tiller at the back stick. But Tim Krul is able to collect. Luke says Dash has got his Everton squad playing more aggressively so far, which is good. It's good for him. I hope he does. Emily says probably in the docks will find the goalpost. Turf Art says, "Hey Dan, I'm working, but skin. If I had known about you earlier, I have tuned in Sky Virgins." Yeah, Virgin's a joke. Absolute joke. It was Anas Sarori who scored. It was a Tim Krul mess up. He tried to find Max Aarons, the right back, and couldn't get it between him, his own play that would have been an easier pass. Zarori ended up taking the ball and slotting it straight past Krul. To be honest, it was a bad mistake by the Norwich goalkeeper. Yeah, it was Zarori, as Elevator says there. Russ says, in between Rotherham and Sheffield United, cross from the Miller's left, finds the head of Adolphin, who sees his effort saved by Fodringham, the Sheffield United goalkeeper. No, Benson's not even in the squad. Apparently, he's rumoured to be, pardon me, rumoured to be out with the dreaded COVID. No, it's a joke, mate. It's an absolute joke. You're like paying 78, you're paying around 70 quid already for a basic package. And flaming for what? For what? It keeps going down. if you're going to do work on the service, do it like early hours. Like do it at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. You know, when people aren't going to be using their internet. You know, most people use it during the day, so I don't get it. Either way. Arseholes. Mark says, come on, Burnley, Barnes, next goal. Who knows? Who knows? I will take anybody getting it at this moment. Yeah, no, I know what you meant. He is a star player, though. You're right. Like Kate says, their cost of living crisis is serious and no joke. Inflation is at an all-time high. Everything's gone up. Extortionate petrol, energy prices, food. Rolling this together, nothing will change unless people put their foot down, and that is true. That is true. Up the Clarets, Turf Out says indeed. Up the Clarets, and as Chris says there, up the Burnley. Mon the Burnley is the Scottish say. Mon the Burnley. Mon the Burnley. Just approaching 38 minutes. The Clarets still hold that goal advantage. Ball played and flung over, hoping that Teller could get onto it, but Krull was out quicker than him to get to it. Riley says, did Burnley sign anyone in the January window? Yeah. The centre-back that's playing at the moment, Hjalmar Ekdal, he signed. We signed Lyle Foster, who's on the bench. We signed Amin Al-Dakil, who's a centre-back. He's not in the squad, but he has travelled with Burnley, to be fair, because I think he was training on the pitch, which is weird. But yeah, we got a good few in. We got a good few in. Michael Obafemi from Swansea, he came in as well. But no, we'll just say Ekdal to score in his debut. Deck says that'd be good. Big towering centre back, just bang, power header. Elevator says any chance of Nat Phillips to Burnley? If it was going to happen, it was going to happen a while ago. The referee's pulled a card out, but for who? Ashley Barnes. Just showing it now. That's not a yellow card challenge. He's gone to battle for the ball. He's not had no intention of trying to hurt Max Aarons there, Max Aarons, however you want to call him. That's the reason I love what I do with Burnley FC. Russ says his prediction for this was Norwich 0, Burnley 3. Norwich have the ball on the edge of the box, try to turn and shoot. Burnley defend it well, but it's now out on the wing. Can they get a ball in? Pookie has it. Is that going to be flagged for offside? It's not. It's gone for a Norwich corner. Norwich have a set-piece chance. 40 minutes on the clock. Everyone says, no chance we need Phillips as Virgil is injured. No, he's only on loan still. He's only on loan still, but I do want us to sign him permanently. Corner for Norwich. Ball whipped in there. Header up and fired over the bar. Grant Hanley, the former Blackburn Rovers centre-back, now obviously wearing the Canary colours, sends that header well over. Burnley live to fight a little bit longer. Elevator says, what a chance for Arsenal crossing to the box from Saka. I think it was cleared off the line. It's still Everton 0, Arsenal 0. I just want Company to be able to... I just hope he can... What's the word? Manage his attitude. That's what we need. We need somebody to be able to ground him a little bit. A bit like Dash did with Barton. But I think he'll be a decent player actually when we actually get to having him. Yeah. Yes, Teller is on loan. But he's one that I'm hoping will be a perm signing by the end. Kieran Dowell goes into the book for a challenge on Nathan Teller. Again, a little nippy foul, but then again, it's them ones that you do get booked for. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just that company thought, I don't know. It might have been the players. I think the player actually ended up moving to somewhere else, if I'm not mistaken. Arsenal starting to grow into the game. What says 1-0 Burnley, my prediction. Yeah, it could come off. We shall see. Elevator says regarding Liverpool, should be looking at Fabinho at centre-back. It worked at the start of the COVID crisis season. Well, who knows? Yeah, I agree, Luke. He's, for me, one of the signings we definitely have to tie down to a full contract. Of course, we also lost our first of 6 home games to Burnley. Yes, there is that. Turf says it's going to be 3-1 to Burnley. Well, let's hope so. As it stands, we are 20 points clear of third place. 20 points clear of third place. That is madness. Absolute madness. And as Sarori has it, he's now watched by 3 players. Cullen tries to get a ball through. He can't. A bit of a tussle there. But Gudmundsson's managed to turn and keep the ball going. Again, that's this. What is going on, ref? Gudmundsson knew he was away. Anel Hernandez literally nudges him with his shoulder in his back. That's a yellow. Compared to all the yellows you've given today, ref, that is a stonewall yellow. Jordan Bayer has it. He piles forward. Zarori cuts inside, beats 2 men. Brownhill has it. Cullen. Now with Teller. Connor Roberts. He's lost it and he's received a yellow card, a cheap yellow card there for kicking the ball away. Good battling by Burnley. Gudmundsson has it again. He tries to beat his man but can't. Norwich trying to ping a ball over the top for Pukki, but he won't get there. Jordan Bayer finds Hjalmar Ekdal. So if that says it's bloody brilliant. Yeah, as it stands, 9 points clear of Sheffield United as well. 3 minutes has been added on at the end of this first half. 3 minutes for Burnley to cling on to this 1-0 or double that advantage. It's all come from a Tim Krul mistake. The thing is, right, this is a good question mark. This is a good question mark. But this is a good question. And for me, I would love to have seen what Vegos could do in a company side, the way we set up, the way we play. I would love to see that. But as Kate says there, I think we all think that he thinks he's too good for Burnley. And, well, he didn't really rip it up in Claret and Blue, did he? He's good with the ball to his feet, and I think that would be an advantage. I've heard that Company wouldn't mind having him back when we're in the Prem. And who knows? Who knows what happens? You know, he could make a permanent transfer to Manchester United, but it's a tough scenario. Is that one a very tough scenario? I'd like to see how he'd slot in, but then I wouldn't want to. You then feel a bit bad taking away somebody's position up front who's not. Who's actually done really well, and it's an unjustified removal, really. Elevator says, I mean, if you can score 2 against world champions Argentina, one of them which were 200 IQ moment, then who says he isn't too good for Burnley? No. The thing is, though, players can have flashes of brilliance, Elevator. That's the only thing for me. Like, I can turn up at football and have an absolute dogger week and be dog shit, misplace most passes, send every shot over the bar. And then I could have a week where I'm knocking it through the legs a bit. I'm megsing everybody. I'm beating the keeper for fun. It's all about perseverance. On that day, things got going good for him. We're seeing at Manchester United. Yes, he's got 1 goal to his name. But we will see. Anyway, half-time whistle has gone. Half-time whistle has gone here at Carrow Road, and it is a Anas Zaroury goal that it makes all the difference due to a Tim Krul hash of a pass to his right back. People saying there, Kate says if he comes back, he needs to change his attitude, else he won't become a favourite amongst Burnley. He has a lot of making up to do, I think, with what he said, because he shit on every club. He shit on Besiktas as soon as he went to Manchester United. Oh, I didn't really like the training there, but he was happy enough and scoring for them, and he's going like this to the fans and everything else. For me, I don't know. There's something about him where he literally turns on clubs. I don't like that. Yeah, he's on loan at Manchester United. Burnley loaned a striker to Manchester United. That again, another thing I never thought I'd see. But Russ says it is half-time between Rotherham and Sheffield United in that Yorkshire derby. Good game so far. He says Sheffield United dominating the ball. However, Rotherham have had the best chances so far. Let's not forget, Russ also mentioned that Rotherham could have potentially had 2 penalties as well, which would have done very, very nicely. And I agree with you there, Mark. Come on, give us 25 million, United. Let's do it. Do it, I dare you. Do it, I dare you. It is half time, so I am just going to go for a quick toilet break, top up the lemonade, and we'll be back with the stats, the match stats of the first half in around about 5 minutes time. So stay with us for the second half. We'll be back to bring you that very, very soon. And we are back. We are back indeed. I mean, let us know your thoughts on that first half. Get them in the comments. Let us know how you think the game went. Is there anything that needs to change in the second half for either team? Let us know. Get it all written down in the chat. It will be great to speak to you about it. I mean, for me, I'm very happy. I got to say, it has been quite end to end. You know, I'm just looking at the stats now, and Norwich have had 4 shots to Burnley's 9. Burnley have had 9. 3 on target, though, where Norwich have only had the 1. 54% possession to Burnley, which I thought would have been a bit stronger, really, but it has been end to end. 46% for Norwich. 197 passes by the home side, 236 by the boys in claret and blue. Burnley having the better passing accuracy with 80%. It's been fouls galore. Fouls galore. 6 yellow cards were issued in that first half alone. If this game doesn't scream end to end, nobody giving up, everyone dying for the shirt, this game's got a red in it. This game's got a red in it. I can see it now. I can see it now. Fingers crossed it goes in way of the Canaries. I've got everything crossed for that. But yes, 3 yellow cards apiece in that first half alone. Absolute madness. I think some of the challenges, the referee could have just said, right, come on, get up, free kick. But no, he's booking everyone left, right and centre. So people need to be a little bit more wary at this moment. Burnley, however, would be top of the division by 65 points. They will be on 65. Obviously, with Sheffield United currently drawing 0-0 away at Rotherham, they would be on 58. But that can all change as well. That can all change. Norwich would drop down to 8th as it stands as well. There was something I wanted to say. I think it was at the beginning that, yeah, I said it against that we have. It was not November 1991 when we were in the 4th tier that we won 9 consecutive games. And at the moment, as the score stands, it looks set for us to be able to do that. But we'll see. We'll see. November 1991. How old would I have been? 3-month-old. 3-month-old when I saw. Well, I didn't see it. But yeah, 3 months old I would have been when it last happened. So it's good to see us trying to still emulate that and beat that stat. Stats are there to be broken. They are there to be broken. Let's have a look at some of your comments then. Elevator says it was a 50-50 game. Burnley just with a cutting edge, but so far a good game. It has been. I totally agree. It has been a fantastic fixture. Very end-to-end. A great game for the neutral. Yeah, I just say an all-round professional performance by the two sides. Does any of you guys see a red card coming in this second half? Because the way the ref refed the first half, it looks like it's coming. It does look like it's coming. Nate, good morning, good afternoon, good day, however you are. Hope everything is well with your big bad self. Sorry, Elvira, I forgot about that comment as well. I can't wait to see Burnley beat Man United at Old Trafford again. It would be so hilarious. Fingers crossed it will happen. Elevator says as well, I know it's only 1-0, but it could be one of those games that finishes like 3-4. It really could. It really, really could. You know, if Burnley get a second, very early doors in this second half. Now, all the players have made their way back out to the pitch. It's you know, how do they fare? How does it fare? Burnley can get an early second. How do Norwich respond to that? If Norwich get one back, how do Burnley respond to that? But the players are out on the pitch. They are back in their formation. Referee just making sure that the keepers are ready. And I'm sure Josh Brownhill will get this, or Ashley Barnes, sorry, will get this underway. Referee takes a look at his watch. And it is Brownhill, sorry. Brownhill does play the ball back to Ekdal, who makes a pass to Cullen. And Burnley do get this second half away, Nas and early. Russ has 6 yellow cards in the game. What's the referee been like? Like I said, Russ, he's literally every challenge, even if it's just been one of those where you'd say, get up, get up, free kick. He's literally booked him for the slightest thing, which is quite worrying, really. It's quite worrying. But for me, I can see a red in this game. I can see a red coming. Burnley coming forward. Nathan Teller. Can he beat his man? Is that a corner? Is he giving goal kick? Referee. It is a corner. Good battling by Nathan Teller. I couldn't tell them whether the linesman had his arm out or his arm forward, the way the flag were blowing in the wind. But it is a corner to the Clarets early doors. I want us to go along. Come on, Hjalmar Ekdal. You big, beautiful Swede. Get your Swede on the end of it, I suppose. Oh, it's taken short. Zarori to the edge of the box. It's pinged in, fizzed in, headed away only as far as Connor Roberts. Goodmanson. Zarori tries to play a pass, but loses it. Norwich continue to come forward. Burnley intercept. Teller. He loses it. Norwich come forward again. I said this, it is very end-to-end. Connor Roberts, I think he's had his foot stood on. The referee letting that one go. I'm surprised he didn't actually book him, to be honest. Russ says the second half is underway at the New York Stadium as well. So fantastic, Russ. Keep up the good work, mate. Really do appreciate it. Elevator says, I'll be very worried playing Burnley next season, especially if we concede first, not to mention your record at Anfield recently. Well, yeah, there is that. There is that. I'd be interested to see how we fare, but I don't know. It's an interesting time to be a Burnley fan. I can say that. I can definitely say that for the least. Elevator said, yikes, Ramsdale with a really good save. It was offside, however, still Everton 0, Arsenal 0, but I have no idea how. Barnes tries to play a ball forward for Teller, who doesn't get it. How can you give a free kick for that? Teller's not even touched him. Nate says, any of your January transfers playing? Yes, Hjalmar Ekdal, the big Swedish centre-back, is starting. He started. Michael Obafemi isn't fit, so he's not even in the matchday squad. However, Lyle Foster, who we signed in the January window, he's on the bench. So, yeah, it's been all right. It's been all right. Stoppage in play. Anel Ahmedhodzic down receiving treatment. He's been a fantastic player for Sheffield United. I must say, he has been a real player. One that, if Burnley can't get Taylor Harwood-Bellis, I'd have him in the Burnley team. No questions. Anthony says, come on, Norwich, get a goal. I went on the fence with this game. Hey, I went with you, Anthony. I went with you. Kate were the only one who backed Burnley, but I thought this may be a tough test, and especially after hearing the news of the squad maybe depleted and things. But obviously, as a Burnley fan, I'd be more than happy to see. I'd take the L in regards to the predictions if Burnley can get the win here. Russ says, Ahmedhodzic back up now. and play will now get back underway between Rotherham and Sheffield United. I said earlier about the chances, the errors that have led to goals. Norwich top that list by quite some. However, in terms of players that top the list for errors, it is Norwich's Tim Krul, who tops it with 4. Obviously got the 4th today by his shoddy pass in the first half, but not a good stat to have against you. Corner for Norwich, 50 minutes gone. 5 played of the second half. Norwich have an early set piece. Sarah whips a ball in. It's headed up at the back stick, trying to be headed away. Dowell keeps it alive. Max Aarons, can he do something? Referee pulls it back. I think there's a head injury actually in the box. It's Josh Sargent that's down. Josh Sargent, 10 goals and 2 assists in the championship this season for the young American. I think it's just hit him on the head a little bit. I think he's been hit by Cullen's shoulder blade. Nothing he can help, to be fair. Nothing that Cullen could have done about that. But we will see. We'll see. Mark says, come on, boys. Get second. We need a second goal, don't we? We do need a second goal. At least then cement that position. It's not looking like a good day at the New York Stadium. As Russ is saying there, the officials are still obviously winning over the home fans. Miller should have had a corner, and they've given a goal kick. Ouch. Ouch. Elevate says both these sides going full Atletico Madrid and Argentina. 6 yellows. 6. 6 indeed. Yeah, it says we've got a few good players in the championship. Yeah, you've got a few loanees out there, haven't you? Few players out there in the loan market. I mean, Old Brighton did very, very well yesterday for West Brom. Their win over Coventry. I think he had 3 successful crosses within the first 10 minutes or something like that. So his start to laugh in the Midlands. Oh, and in terms of Americans, right? I thought you meant Leicester. But yeah, in terms of Mark Albrighton, though, he had a very good start to his Midlands campaign at West Brom. Hey, if Leeds get relegated, then there'll be quite some Americans in the championship. Burnley look like they're readying Vitinho. He looks like he's ready to spring from the bench. Ball over the top. Teller's in. Can Teller get away? It's intercepted by Omar Bamidele. Brilliantly tracked from the Norwich centre-back. Good ball over the top from Goodmanson. Teller is onto it like a flash, but Bamidele manages to stick a foot in, and it's a corner to the Clarets. It's Teller who's coming off. I'm surprised at that. Vitinho is on for Nathan Teller. That is a very surprising substitution. See, having Teller's pace would be something, but I don't know what company's thinking there. Who am I to doubt him? But let's see what happens with this Burnley corner. Goodmanson whips it in. Beats the first man, and it's in! It's in! It's 2-0! Fuck me, Vitinho! He's literally just come on! I just said, who am I to doubt him? Who am I to doubt Vincent Kompany? Nathan Teller's still walking around the pitch. He's actually just cuddled Vitinho as if to say, like, Because I don't think Vitinho was very happy at coming off. He sort of was a bit like, well, why are you taking me off? But Vitinho in there straight away. It's a little dink of a flick from the corner. Great header. Great backwards header. Beats Krull. Krull can't react fast enough. It is 2-0. And the substitute who has just come on doubles the Clarets' advantage. That's what we wanted. All 3 goals Vitinho has scored in Claret and Blue have been from his head. Company will just be thinking everything he touches just, turns to gold. I can't believe I said I don't have any reason to doubt him. I have no reason to doubt him. And then Vitinho comes out. Vitinho actually points as well. He's gone straight over to Company and to talk to him. But yes, wow. Just the first touch, his first touch. Burnley back underway, by the way, anyway. Josh Brownhill has it. Russ says, go on the Clarets. Go on the Clarets, indeed. Alan says, get in, UTC. Mick says, thoughts on Ekdal's performance so far, Dan? He's actually been brilliant. Apart from an early scare when Pookie were in, he were a little bit slow to react with that one, but he's still learning. It's his first game, but I think he's actually played pretty well. I think he has 100% success rate of passing for me. From what I've seen, I'm not entirely sure. That's probably why I'm not a stat man, but take care, Elevator, as well. Take care. I saw that a while back, but take it easy. Obviously not going good, Kate, but I don't give a shit. I don't care. I'm rock bottom of the predictions anyway. So yeah, I don't care. I'd rather Burnley win. He's Brazilian. He only cost us $1 million. We think he's fucking brilliant. Vitinho. Right, let's get that scoreline updated. It is 2-0 to the Clarets. See, I said I didn't. I do have faith. I do have faith. I was surprised he took Teller off when Teller was the man that when the balls were coming over the top, he was sort of the main outlet. Don't worry, it's been changed. It's been changed. Don't worry. Kate says, you won't be at the bottom of the predictions. I predict I'll be third. Who knows? Time will tell. It looks like a substitution is getting ready for Norwich, but Vitinho's down here. The man who's just come on, the sub who's just come on and scored. He's showing the goal again. Oh, no, it's not. He's showing... Oh, that's nasty from Grant Hanley. That is nasty. He's got in front of him with his leg, but he's also swung an arm out across Vitinho's face. That is nasty from Grant Hanley, is that? Burnley have a corner. 59 minutes on the clock. Grant Hanley, the Norwich captain, the dirty bastard. He'll always be a bastard anyway for his Blackburn days. Kate says, didn't have faith on the predictions. Well, we'll see. I don't care. It's right. Hope you're well, Brad. Not yet. Not yet. Only 2. Never go against the best. Too true. Corner comes in. It's deep this time. It's there. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. And it's the big fucking Swede. Hjalmar Ekdal on his debut. The centre-back gets a goal and it's 3-0 to Burnley. David Wagner, your first home league game at Carrow Road, is starting to look like a shocker. 3-0 to the home side, to the away side. I'm used to us winning at home and all. Ball played in deep. Ian Matson, beautiful run by the back. Beautiful run at the back. Keeps the move alive, plays the ball in. Ekdal just takes a stab at it. He quite can't believe it. And he has his first goal in Claret and Blue on his debut. We're Burnley FC and we're taking the piss. We're Burnley FC and we're taking the piss. Oh, wow. Kate says the loudness makes it crackle. I can't help it. I can't help it. Me, Jeff. Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. Russ says no more goals, please. Esme, my little girl's watching upstairs. She said, yay, sorry for the swearing, but how can you? Yeah. It's football. It's football. Anthony says this is a mistake. Change this. I will be changing the score. Give me a moment. Don't worry. Brad says not saying I arrive in your score, but Andrew says Everton winning 1-0. Tarkowski with a header from a McNeil assist. Wow. Wow. Substitutions galore. Adamada and Nunes on for Sargent and Hernandez for Norwich, but it is 3-0 to the Clarets. Definitely get that score updated. I was not expecting this sort of performance. Not at all. Not at all. We are taking the absolute piss in this league. It's just sublime. Absolutely sublime. The best thing to come out of Sweden since ABBA, Mick. The best thing to come out of Sweden since ABBA. A top three Swedish things. ABBA, the meatballs at IKEA, and Hjalmar Ekdal. Not in that order. I'll let you choose that between yourselves. But no, Deck said he'd get it. Deck, you did say he'd get a debut goal. You did say he'd get a debut goal. See, Burnley are winning against Norwich. They're winning 3-0. Burnley's B team are beating Arsenal 1-0 as well. Oh, what a time. What a day. What a day. Two former Clarets combining for Everton. Jeff says, come on, Arsenal. We need to win against Everton. 3, including Dashwood. Yeah, there is that. Imagine telling Everton players that they're so rubbish that Dash needs Burnley players to sort the mess out. There we have it. There we have it. Norwich coming forward. They're trying to get themselves back into it. Adamada, the man who just signed a contract extension at Carrow Road. He's on the pitch now, obviously replaced Josh Sargent. Norwich come forward, shot from range. It took a deflection, but it's headed out to the edge. Max Aarons, is he going to take a stab from range? Does. Blocked. And Bailey Peacock Farrell can collect. Russ says, I hope Arsenal turn the score around with him being a Leeds fan. Yes, yes. Obviously, it's worrying time for Leeds, for Everton, for all the teams down in that bottom of the half of the division. It is still very close points-wise. Oh, just I can't get my head around this. 3-0 up. Like, just, yeah. I'm just flabbergasted. But Burnley can't stop scoring. Burnley can't stop scoring. It's they're scoring goals in claret and blue. They're scoring goals in dark blue. That's it, Deck. We're massive. We are massive. Luke says, so does this mean you and Kate are secret Everton fans now too? No. See, I always had a liking for Everton because my stepdad's an Evertonian. He's an Everton fan anyway. But obviously last season and the fact of we got relegated instead of them, it peed me off a little bit. So I was sort of the lacking of Everton sort of dropped quite a significant amount. Do I want Dash to do well there? Yes. However, do I want Everton to be relegated? Yeah, I do. But yeah, Brad says there, 39 in the chat, 30 likes, fantastic support, people. Let's smash 40 likes this big win for Burnley. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's get to 40 likes if we can. That would be appreciative. Really would appreciate that if you could. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, why not? Why not? It's free. Costs you nothing. Costs you nothing. Really would appreciate that love and support. All you got to do, as I say, drop a like on the stream and subscribe if you are new. That's it. That's all I ask of you. All I ask of you, legends. And so far, you've all been amazing. So thank you very, very much indeed. Kate said there, yeah, definitely a lot, Luke. I hope they do well because I love Dash at Burnley. But if we go against them next season, I want Burnley to win for sure. Well, it's a game I'd want to be at. Yeah, we did go to Everton last year, didn't we? In the Prem season when we went to Goodison Park, went 1-0 up through Ben Mee, and then 3 minutes later we're 3-1 down. It's just a mad game, really mad game. Henry says never turn out of the bottom three if the result stays the same as Wolves drop into the bottom three. Yeah, very strange game. Kate says there, stepdad is a big Everton fan though. Yep, definitely. Amazing what happens to a club when they hire a manager with a brain cell. This is what I mean. Leicester should have took a punt on someone like Dash. I think he'd have done a cracking job. I think Rodgers and is it Kuntop? I think they've got too much of a friendship going on where for me, he needs to think business-wise, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the long run. Norwich come forward. Can they get one back? They're claiming handball in the box. They're claiming handball. It is going for a corner, though. The referee says corner. I think it's Ashley Barnes who's gone down. Ashley Barnes is on the deck. Oof. It is handball. He does handle it. He does handle it, but is it more of a ball to hand because the ball bounces up off his leg and hits his hand? But it is a corner to Norwich. It's not a penalty. Cryptid Dino says Wagner out. Bloody hell, that's early. So just come in. Corner for Norwich. Ball played in deep. Header up by Yalmar Ekdal. Shot from range. Intercepted and sent over the bar by Ashley Barnes. This time definitely with his leg. Luke says, looking forward to seeing you next season. Will be a bittersweet game. Well, who knows? We shall see. We shall see. Deck says, what were we worried about? Yes. Girolamo Pansino says 3-0. Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed. But Norwich have another chance from this corner. That's a poor one. That is a poor corner. Brad says, Luke, how will you play them next season? They'll be in the Premier, won't they? Kate says, I think Dash likes a challenge and was waiting for the right club. It's good to see him back. It is. And that they have 752 championship players ready to Forest. Jeff says, Brad, I want Forest to stay up along with Leicester as I need to get the bragging rights back from my son. There is that. There is that. Guys, really do appreciate your love and support, so thank you very, very much. There is just no stopping us at the moment. No stopping us at this moment. I'm just sort of taken back by everything that's gone on in today's game. I feel for Russ, by the way. Russ, if you're still in, I do feel for you. Sitting through 70 minutes of a 0-0. Great interception by Ian Matson. Pookie was in there. Norwich messing around with the ball on the edge of the box. Kate says, I'm looking forward to seeing what Burnley achieve if they make it to the Prem and if they can compete with the bigger teams up top. Games against City, Arsenal, etc. will be interesting. It will, especially now that we're playing this interesting style of football. Really weren't expecting this performance at all. Substitution for Norwich. Kieran Dowell comes off. Christos Zolis is on for the home side. And Goodmanson has made way. He's come off the Icelandic. And South African Lyle Foster, the signing from Westerlo, he comes on to make his second appearance in Claret and Blue. Funnily enough, both have been in East Anglia. First one was against Ipswich last week. And he's back up there again against Norwich. So this time, can he do something more? Barnes pings a ball out to Ian Matson. Josh Cullen has it. Back to Matson. Zarori finds Brownhill. Zarori has it again. He tries to pay it back to Brownhill, but he's managed to get it back. Who's thought he'd lost it there to the Norwich man coming forward. Deck says, with a championship version of Real Madrid. Ooh la la. Nate says, I hope Forest stay up. More fun to play against your rivals, isn't it? It is. It is, yeah. Luke says, Man City will certainly be a game of emotions for a Vincent Kompany. Definitely will that. Definitely will. Yeah, Kate. Foster on. Goodmanson off. My little lad's in. Hope you well, Lewis. Hiya, Dad. Hiya, son. Did that the wrong way around then. What a bloody fool. Yeah, I said it was. I said it was handball. I said it was handball, Anthony, and Barnes did handle it, but I don't know whether the referee judged it as if it was ball to hand, because it's, as the ball's come in, it's hit his foot and bounced up onto his hand. Either way, I'm not going to say that it wasn't. It was, and I could understand if it was given, but the referee said no. We are the Man City of the Championship, Ali says. Glad you're good, Lewis. Looking forward to having you come here tomorrow. I'm looking forward to you coming. And then we can, I think we're going to go out maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. Anthony. Adam Ida comes forward. Can Norwich dent Burnley's clean sheet? 75 minutes gone. Burnley 3, Norwich 0. Ball over the top. Lyle Foster still has it. Great control. Cullen finds Brownhill. There is literally 15 minutes to go. 15 minutes before we find out how many minutes are added on. Zarori. Burnley don't want to go all gung-ho here, but, you know, playing it out to the far side. Coutinho. Ekdal comes forward. Cullen. Ekdal gets it back. He plays it back to Bailey Peacock Farrell. Jordan Bayer, the absolute man mountain that he is. Been phenomenal for Burnley this season. Absolutely phenomenal. Bring it on, Anthony. Bring it on. No, nobody can say they saw this coming. Even I didn't see it coming. I predicted us to finish 8th. I didn't even see this coming. It is still 0-0. It is still 0-0. Nothing to report in terms of that. It is still 0-0, Deck, yeah. Russ has confirmed it there as well. Still 0-0 at Rotherham. Miller's just won a corner. Yeah, I need one of them little buttons that you can press like when Burnley scoring, so a little bit like Chris had. But that'd be good. But cheers for the update, Russ. Thanks for keeping us posted on that. The missus says, you know, it's quicker to get to Bristol than Ipswich in the car. I didn't realise that. It is. It certainly is. I say this has been an absolute dominant performance. Absolutely dominant. Vitinho has it. Is he going to try and find a man in the box? He gets a little bit closer in. Roberts. Cullen. Ref gets in the way again. That's twice the referee has got in the way of play. It's not only is he booking everybody, but he's flaming. Yeah, it must not be working. I don't know what he's done in it. Sat on it or something. Must have sat on it, Jeff. But Burnley's debutant centre-back, Hjalmar Ekdal, comes off. He's replaced by Charlie Taylor. Great debut for the big Swede. Brilliant performance. Charlie Taylor slots in at centre-back. He's been absolutely brilliant, Ekdal. I really rated him today. Really, really do. I say, guys, keep liking this stream if you haven't already. Please do drop a like on the stream. Really do appreciate it if you could. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then please do. It's free. It costs nothing, and it helps us grow together. And we bring you a lot of this stuff, like previews and other shows that we can bring to you. We like to bring it and things like that. So please do keep showing your support as you always do. It's a good time to be a Burnley fan. A very, very good time. Exactly. Burnley's debut goal-scoring centre-back. As Uncle Roger would say, for you. If you don't know who Uncle Roger is, where have you been hiding on Facebook when half of his videos come up? Norwich trying to come forward now. Ball played into Pookie. He's onside, I think. Tries to pull it back. No one there. Brownhill gets it away. Can Barnes get to the second ball? He can, but he can't get to the third stab at it. Norwich have a chance. Intercepted. Is that a foul? It is. It is a foul. It's Nunes. Nunes is being a bit of a handful. It is a Burnley free kick. This has been a great game. I won't lie. 81 minutes on the clock. This has been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic performance. Dominant from start to finish. Very end to end though. Very end to end. Burnley side says best season for me since 91-92 under Jimmy Mullen. The Claret and Blue Armada. Burnley still have it on the far side. I think it's been pulled back for a free kick. Is it a foul on Connor Roberts? Again, Nunes. He goes into the book. The referee gives him a book, and he is, to be fair, he deserved it for the shit he did earlier, but he is putting himself about, isn't he? He certainly is. Dexter's a guarantee. Every team now will be cacking themselves when they find out they've got Burnley next. Ali says, bring on Sean Dash and his toffees. It'd be interesting to see how Sean Dash would set up against Burnley. That's something very interesting to see, even as a Burnley fan. Norwich trying to come forward. They lose it. They have lost it, but Peacock Farrell has it again. I can't get over how brilliant this game's been. Ball tried to be played over the top. Burnley do very well in defending it. Can they get it clear? It will be like a reunion, yeah. Well, let's get the old band back together. It says, do you see a lot of players coming to America to play in college? It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. No, the MLS is on the up. Players playing in is it USL? So it wouldn't surprise me at all. Bernard says 4-4-2 balls down the channels for Calvert-Lewin, and then Hope, Tarky and Keane can nick one from a corner. Sound familiar? All too familiar, to be fair. All too familiar. It's a great result for Everton, by the way, if they can keep a hold of that lead. It'd be a brilliant result for them. 85 gone in this game. It's another yellow card dished out, this time to Adam Ida of Norwich. Oh, it's a tactical yellow, that. I don't know why he's even bothered that 3-0 down. He's tugging on the shirt of Coutinho. Silly yellow to concede. And that's his third yellow of the season. .85 on the clock. Burnley 3, Norwich 0. The away side dominating the scoreline. Since the Championship rebranded in 2004, Burnley are sat in 5th place for the longest winning runs. If they win this, it'll go up to 9. If they win the next game against Preston at Turf Moor, they would go 10 wins on the bounce, which would match them with Reading. After that, they have another home game against Watford, then away at Luton, away at Millwall, at home to Huddersfield at the arse end of Feb, and then Blackpool away on the 4th of March. Burnley have some good games coming up. Burnley are a gambler's nightmare. Burnley are a gambler's nightmare. I can tell you that now, because the 1 week that somebody thinks, oh, well, Burnley have been doing well, maybe I'll just back Burnley because they seem to keep winning. And then they end up probably losing. But it is, Ali, you are spot on. It is a complete contrast to what we were doing this time last season. Yeah, I don't get all this playoff thing that they have. I think they need to bring it a little bit into promotion, relegation sort of thing. It is still 1-0 to Everton, as Henry said, or Neverton, as Henry, as a Liverpool supporter, would obviously say. Russ says 85 minutes remains goalless between Rotherham and Sheffield United. That's a good result for Rotherham. A bad result for Sheffield United in their pursuit in this league. It gives the teams in 3rd and 4th, who I think are level on points, a fighting chance of maybe getting back into this. Juggy and Tarky messed my bet up. I mean, to be fair, I know you said 90 points, but how early can promotion be guaranteed? I mean, if Burnley could have guaranteed promotion by the middle of March, we could have guaranteed promotion by the middle of March. So if we keep up this momentum, it could even be earlier if we keep winning games. But we'll see in the long run. We'll see what happens in the long run. I'd love Burnley to go and grab a 4th. But now I'm just I feel like I'm being greedy by saying that. Alice says there, Jeff, 7 wins should be enough to win promotion. It should. It should. But then obviously the teams around you, if they keep winning, the points difference, we'll have to see. But time will tell. Nick says, think owners need to vote to approve relegation. They'll all stay rich if no one can go down. Well, there is that. There is also that. Burnley just playing with the ball now. Won't surprise me. I mean, I can't have the volume on the TV, but won't surprise me if the away supporters are just going, whoo, whoo, because everything is going brilliantly. I'd love to see Lyle Foster get on the score sheet. I think Lyle Foster's going to take some time to get used to the Championship as well. The 90th minute is here. 3 added minutes left in this one. 3 minutes left. 3 goals scored by the Clarets. And Ian Matson, the man who was just fouled, he has received the Man of the Match award according to Sky Sports. Well, we could March 19th, we could, but then that game could also be stopped, BTID, because obviously if we're in the quarters of the Cup, then who knows? Could there be late drama at the New York Stadium? Is there going to be late drama? Ali says there, what a team, what a season we are having. It's a remarkable turnaround for where we were last year. Like, you can't even like, it's weird. I can't put it into words. Simply can't put it into words. Burnley coming forward, another chance maybe. Coutinho has it. Oh, he loses it. He loses out. I'm all right, Renee. How are you? I'm all right, Renee. Hope things are good for yourself. Burnley have the ball back now. Oliver's in. Hiya, mate. How you doing? How are you doing as well? Up the Clarets indeed. Russ says Ahmed Hodzovic has just elbowed Ogbene, but the referee hasn't given the player a card at all. Should have been a red card for him. So Rotherham should have had 2 pens. Anel Ahmed Hodzovic should have been sent off. Just seems like one of those days where it's not just going to go in Rotherham's favour, although a point is good. And I'll tell you where there won't be any points, at Carrow Road for the home side. The full-time whistle has gone. And the Clarets keep on that train. That momentum train is still ongoing on its mission. Fantastic result for Vincent Kompany and his men. Brilliant, brilliant performance. Fantastic performance from Burnley's debutant centre-back, Hjalmar Ekdal. That was a brilliant game, brilliant one as well. Just such a good result. Such a great result. Jeff says, well done, Burnley. Time for me to get the beers out for the Leicester game, which we need to win. Either that or drink yourself into an oblivion and forget about it afterwards. It always helps. And it says, guess what, Everton? Surprisingly, we already knew. We already knew. No, Norwich aren't coming back from this. It is game over as well. And like Kate said, yeah, I always do. I always tell him how Burnley have got on. So yeah, what a win. What a win. Nate said Didier Drogba actually played out here in Arizona for a USL team a few years ago. Nice. Nice. But it was a great win. A great win. A damaging performance for David Wagner on his first home league game. Complete contrast performance from the one they gave against Coventry. But a great win for the Clarets all the same. I'm glad you're good, Renee. Well done to the Clarets, says Henry. Russ says 2 of 5 out of minutes remaining here. We'll stick with Russ as well, who obviously is keeping us in line with the Rotherham Sheffield United game. Rennie says, nice game by Burnley. It was a fantastic game. And as Mick says, the Clarets go marching on. You're going to miss the Leicester game. How come? How come? Let's hope that there's something at Rotherham, but we shall see. Henry says, thanks for the stream. Bye all. No, take care, Henry. I say we are just going to stick with and hope for an update off Russ in regards to what happens. All 3 are making the debut for Leicester that they signed. The Burnley fans walking away from Carrow Road very happy. Very, very happy indeed. What a spell by the Clarets. What a fantastic bit of play by them today. Goals by Anas Sarori. Ekdal got himself on the score sheet as well, the towering centre-back. And Vitinho grabbed the second. He just... I can't believe that happened, actually, when I said that, he was coming off where Nathan Teller. Vitinho comes on, slot straight in for the corner. And, yeah, just surprising. Next says, basketball game starts Saturday mornings at 8, same time as most kids. That's a stinker, is that? That's a stinker. Let's hope for 3 debuts by Sutar, Victor and Tete. Well, we'll see. Luke says, my presence at Barnfield paid off. Russ says, Bogle fires into the side netting for Sheffield United, so it remains goalless. There is obviously late pushes happening there as well. But I know Russ hasn't put it in yet, but he probably will confirm it. I have just refreshed everything, and it is full time at the New York Stadium. It has finished 0-0 in that fixture. So let's have a look at the league table if we can. Let's see if we can get that league table up. For some reason, it's just refreshed. So don't know why it's done that. But yeah, Russ says it there. Full time, good game, and both teams have a good showing of themselves. Do you think that Rotherham had enough in there to see the game out against Sheffield United, or is a 0-0 fair result on the whole basis of 90 minutes, Russ? Let us know. Kate says, off now, place to be. Great win. We have indeed. So I am going to have to wrap this up in a moment. But let's share the screen and show you the league table as it stands. Completely forgot how to do it then. There we are. Present, share screen. That's the one. And then go back to that. Add that. Let me zoom that in a little bit for you. Is that any better? Hopefully you can all still see that. But as you can see, Burnley are first. Burnley are top. Burnley are top. Sheffield United second. 69 points. 65 points, sorry, the Clarets are on. Getting ahead of myself. But absolutely brilliant performance. And the top two are cemented. It's been an absolutely fantastic, fantastic game today. Can't fault it in the slightest. Thank you very much, everybody. As well, obviously, congrats to our former manager, Sean Dyche, on his first win as Everton boss. Well, let's see what the last couple of comments. Ginger Alley says, great show, like and subscribe, guys. Please do. Really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, then please hit that sub button. It costs nothing. It's free. It's free and it helps us grow. Nate's off. Enjoy your weekend, Dan and everyone. See you next time. Take care, Nate. To your bad self. Russ says, for me, Rotherham probably just edged it in terms of shots. Not bad. Not bad. Well, fingers crossed it's an upturn for Rotherham and they can turn their season around as well. Al says there, Rotherham, great win for the Mighty Clarets. My 2-2 was wrong, thanks to the God. Renee says, bye, Nate, mate. Jeff says, thanks, Dan, in the chat. I'm sure this result will cheer your dad up, praying for his recovery. No, thank you very much. He's having a pacemaker fitted on Monday. So, yeah, just obviously going to go in and he's still non-verbal and stuff, but well, I'll obviously tell him what's happened and explain how excited I am and how things have been. Johnny says, yep, Sean Dyche beat Arsenal. Let's go. Sorry I missed your live. I was at Carrow Road using my data right now. Good win. Fantastic win, mate. Marcus says, wow, Sean Dyche won. Burnley won. You must be buzzing. It's not just the fact that Sean Dyche won. James Tarkowski, our old centre-back, scored the goal from a Dwight McNeil cross. So Burnley's B team won. Burnley's A team won. Just, yeah, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Any comments that come in now, I probably won't be able to read, but thank you very, very much to everyone for the love and support. We'll see you with another video very, very soon. As I said, please do drop a like on the video. Do subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you soon. Norwich 0, Burnley 3. Up the Clarets.